man. Hey, that's exactly.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to our 2K presentation of the WCBL. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And tonight, it's the High Flyers going up against the Union Elite.
Well, MP brings the excitement for the Union Elite, and they have an efficient scorer in Harris as well. And High Flyers are led by the vivacious Devontae Mills.
And both of these teams have done plenty well so far in club play this year.
Yeah, and that's a testament to these guys. The rosters aren't overly loaded for either team, but the Stars have done a great job of leading the way for their respective sides. I expect both of them to be putting it all out on the floor tonight.
Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game. It's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And in there for the High Flyers, Devontae Mills and Jason Brock are the guards. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gove are out on the wings, and it's Leon Callahan holding down the middle. And on the floor for the Union Elite, we have Loon Diaz and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions. Then it's Drake Bird and MP at the 3 and 4, with Brandon Harris down low at center. Gove with the bucket. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
Well, a big name to look out for the High Flyers is Devontae Mills. Not only a great player, but he's magnetic as a personality.
If Mills doesn't make it to the NBA, I'm sure he'll be on TV one way or another. He's got that level of personality. But he's a great lead guard that serves as the engine for his High Flyers team.
Union Elite with the ball. Robert, a screen. From deep, it's MP. And Union Elite knocked down another 3.
They were looking for him on that possession. Beyond the arc, finds some space.
Outside Mills. Brock. Back to Mills. Some solid defense right there from Lune Diaz. MP throws it down.
There was some mustard on that one.
Not leaving any room for error. I love the power.
Sending a message to the defense, too. Don't mess with me.
And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
High Flyers trailing. Outside Mills. Down low. And the run. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Personal foul.
Devontae Mills, he's known for his sharp eye. He knows how to draw fouls as well, so you can't really ever take it easy when you're guarding Mills.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from NP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
Now here's Brock. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. The kick out to O'Neal. It's Callahan, covered by Robert. Just 5 on the clock. Mills from deep. It's rebounded by Robert. Union Elite leading this one. Here's MP. He's got 12. And he gets it to go.
Jumping at it with a significant lead already.
Just dominating on both ends. Let's see if their opponent can mount any type of resistance.
Now here's Mills. Now Brock. Back to Mills. No good from outside. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Now here's Mills. Diaz grabs the miss. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk by MP.
And playing aggressive inside has paid off big, building a healthy lead.
The defense hasn't been able to mount a resistance. They're just getting trampled.
Here's Mills. Here's O'Neal. He's now 1 of 2 with that bucket. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
Now here's Mills. The kick out to O'Neal. Pass to Brock. O'Neal. And here is Mills. Fires the 3. O'Neal, no good. Union Elite with the ball. Here's MP. Takes a 3. Good once again, and he's now 8 of 9.
Imposing his will offensively. He's made it look so easy.
They are desperate for a score here, to say the least.
Their last score getting farther and farther away. They need to get something going.
Back to Brock. Outside O'Neal. They get the board. Count it. And you look at both of these teams. Some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Here's MP. Gets number 9 to fall. He's shooting 90% now.
Shooting it so efficiently right now. He's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half.
Pass to Mills. Brock outside to the middle. Here's O'Neal. Again, Nathan O'Neal missing.
Throughout this period, he's really had a hard time scoring.
And sometimes you're not feeling it, but it could be an opportunity to maybe create something for someone else.
Just charging down the lane. Mitchell going all out on the drive.
Now here's Mills. Pass to O'Neal. Now Brock. There's the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shot attempts tonight. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true. And it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it. but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Now here's Callahan. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And another miss by the High Flyers.
Important not to let your ego run the offense. You can see he really wanted to answer that made free with one of his own. And you can't ask for a better look. It was almost too open for him that time around.
Pass to O'Neal. Shoots over Robert. And the shot falls short that time. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
No question they're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their offense, like an engine in a fine car. It's been humming.
Now here's O'Neal. Trying to get back on track. Rebound by Union Elite.
Just can't buy a basket, trying to get back on track somehow.
Or he could pass the ball more. I mean, that's a thought.
Here's MP. They lead by their biggest margin of the game at 23 points. And Harris gets it to go.
There are screens, and then there are Brandon Harris screens. He's got more mass than most. He wipes out defenders and allows a lot of room to be created out of nowhere for a score.
Now here's Callahan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him.
Lead pass that keeps their offensive momentum flowing.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. No good. Third miss. 9 of 12 shooting.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Mills. O'Neal. Now here's Brock. Back to O'Neal. To the inside. He can't get that one. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair so far. Union Elite ahead, running away with it. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the second half of this WCBL matchup featuring MP and the Union Elite going up against Devontae Mills and the High Flyers. Here's the High Flyers. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
Here's MP. Good tray. Hauled in by High Flyers. Brock outside. Pass to Mills. And here's Brock. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside, O'Neal. From outside, it's off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things harder on himself. He's stuck in quicksand. Work around it and get an easier shot.
Ooh, that was like a Dre Hugo signature mid-range shot. Nice form on the jumper by Diaz.
Now here's Brock. And the High Flyers tack on 2 more.
Brock will drop in buckets like from long, from mid-range. You'll see it all. Most players who are under 6 feet, they struggle for playing time. You can see why his skill secures his place in the lineup. He didn't look comfortable taking that, even with the defense not really being a factor.
Gov right side. MP grabs the miss. And Union Elite with possession. And the dunk by MP.
And let there be no doubt, he's got some serious hops and aerial skills.
I want to see what dunks he comes up with when he's got a few more years under his belt.
Oh, I bet they'll be impressive. That's for sure.
Now here's Brock. To the paint. O'Neal, defended by Harris. O'Neal, no good. And the dunk by MP.
Some posterization right there, fellas. Defender giving up way too much height. All he could do is try to get out of that picture.
Here's Brock. Mills. Goes back up, and the layup good by Gov.
Tremendous hustle by the big man Gov, refusing to give up on the play.
Now a timeout called by Union Elite.
Substitution for Union.
On the wing, it's MP. Pass to Robert. Nice pass, led him right to the rack, perfectly for the layup.
Using his size around the rim, Drew Robert doing work in the paint.
And without a doubt, MP has been taking it to the opposition. Mills just hasn't been able to keep up.
Feels like MP's throwing a little salt on the wound. First he doesn't pick the high flyers, and then he comes out and dominates them like this. Ouch.
Now here's Brock. Gov up top, 5 on the clock. Here's Elmadawi. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
Good team play there. Sets him up nicely.
Here's MP. He's covered by Gov. Sends it home from three-point land.
Answers right back with a 3 of his own.
We've got a shootout here. Long-range shooting on display.
And that one's good.
Oh, here's a nice assist from their big man, Drew Robert, taking on some playmaking responsibilities here.
Here's the high flyers. Now here's Brock. To the left side. Fader on the way. Again, the high flyers.
It looks pretty, but he doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that open.
The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
It's just been so one-sided since halftime.
They've crushed them in the second half, and that's when it matters the most.
Outside, O'Neal kicks it to Elmadawi. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
An absolutely great job on the screen. He removes the defender completely out of the equation.
Pulls up. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
And here's Gov. Brock. Six on the shot clock. On the wing, O'Neal. Gets the 3 to fall.
Was O'Neal ready to fire there or what?
And Union Elite has possession. And here's MP on the outside. Hauled in by high flyers. And here we go. Brock outside. Four on the clock. From the elbow. It's rebounded by Robert.
When you get that kind of look from the defense, you have to let it fly.
Come on, box him out, man.
Here's MP. He's covered by Gov. Brock outside. Pass to Callahan. Off the mark there with the 3. And Union Elite has possession. And the dunk by MP.
I like the decision making there for Bird. Well done.
Brock with it. Screen set by Callahan. Outside O'Neal. Over to the wing. From the arc. That one doesn't drop. Union Elite with the ball. And the dunk by MP.
Nice feed inside as well, looking for some good shots.
And it's high flyers with the ball. Brock outside. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Joe, I love an effort play like that from Nathan O'Neal. He barely even blinked from the contact, And even though he's not the tallest player, he made up for it with a large effort on that one.
MP high post. Gov's there. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And plays like that show you what a skilled passer he is.
Just looking to get anything going offensively.
Honestly, it feels like there's a lid on the hoop right now.
Come on, shoot.
Now here's Brock. Diaz covering. Offensive rebound. Callahan shot off the mark.
Credit to the D. That was not an easy layup. Really good effort.
Move around.
Here's MP. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer.
And you can't afford to go under those screens.
Yep, he will make you pay. That's a lock and trail situation all the way.
And it's High Flyers with the ball.
Get the perimeter.
Kicks it to El Madawi. Brock. Gov left side. And it's stolen by MP. And he makes good on the layup.
They executed their offense to perfection on that trip down.
Now Brock. Pass to Gov. O'Neal. Now here's Brock. With 4 to shoot. Over Diaz. And it's Brock missing.
A little overly ambitious that time. Trying to hit a shot in the face of that D.
On the wing, it's MP. And Union Elite knocked down another 3.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to seal a win in style.
1 second separates the shot clock and the game clock here. Up top, it's O'Neal. Guarded by Mitchell. Here's Brock. It's good.
Nice take. However, a little too easy if you're asking me.
From deep, it's MP. The shot, no good. So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, the way MP played tonight, making an impact for this Union Elite team. You can tell the guys look to him for inspiration. Maybe I...
Move I did like. Yeah. If you could pull that off, that would be massive. If.
ready, MP?
Hey, Tyson.
Good evening and welcome to this 2K presentation of the EYBL Showcase. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, and we've got a pair of loaded all-star rosters representing the best club basketball players from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League.
And if you've seen these kids play before, you know exactly how talented they are. We're watching the future of basketball on the court today.
And when it comes to the top talent, Drake, names like Ice McCall and MP jumped right out at you.
Those two are some of the more well-known names on the list, but you can look up and down these rosters right here. Any of these kids could be stars. The EYBL is the consensus top league, but there is talent on both of these rosters.
Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
Taking a look at the starters for the Nike EYBL All-Stars tonight, it's Joey Johnson at point with Jonathan Lack taking the 2 spot, Bryant Cologne and sharpshooter Tyson Ice McCall at the 3 and 4, and respectfully Al Pachumsi patrolling center. And you look at this WCBL All-Star lineup tonight, Devontae Mills is their floor general. He's joined by Jaden Moore in the backcourt. And then you have MP Drexel Carrington and Miles Thunderstone bringing the heat up front. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
On the wing, it's MP. McCall covering. And here's MP on the outside. And the West hits it again from deep.
Each team is showing just how dangerous they are from deep.
So it's basically, if you make one on me, I'm coming for revenge with one of my own.
Now here's Cologne. Outside, Black. Back to Cologne. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. Joey Johnson for 3. The 19-foot shot. MP grabs the miss. The WCBL on offense. It's a 3-point game. Got it. Good job right there in the low post. You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world. And this game is a great reminder of just that.
Now Carrington. And here's MP on the outside. Another miss by MP. Outside, Black. Johnson up top. Shoots. And again, it's the EYBL All-Stars missing the shot. Inside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 of 6 to start the game.
Ooh, the dime, courtesy of Mills. He's got a great feel for the floor.
Cologne on the outside. Kicks it to Johnson. Now Lack. Moore covering. Cologne for 3. Good D that time from Drexel Carrington. And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall. Currently ranked 19th in the nation on this 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. Here's MP. The shot's good on the assist by Moore.
Jumping at it with a significant lead already.
Just dominating on both ends. Let's see if their opponent can mount any type of resistance.
Here's Lack. Pass to Cologne. Johnson. Now here's Pachumsi. Cologne on the outside. Now McCall. No good. Unable to end this run. And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Timeout called by the EYBL.
Both teams will make a substitution. Substitution for West All-Stars.
Left side, Robinson. Aslanoglu. Dermanenko. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Aslanoglu, no good. And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels. They keep finding ways to pad their lead, and it just continues. To grow.
All facets of their game are clicking. They look like a well-oiled machine out there.
Here's Tombo, down low. A nice shot there by Robinson.
As a screener, Drew Robinson is savvy and he is strong, giving the ball handler a luxurious amount of space to make decisions. A great player to have on your team.
He's having a terrific game from downtown, burying just about everything.
You can feel the confidence he has in his three-point shot at this point.
Here's MP. 18 points separating the teams, and that's the biggest lead of the game.
EYBL All-Stars foul. Grant Tombo. First personal foul. Substitution for the EYBL All-Stars.
Harris sets the pick. And here's MP on the outside. Knocks down the long J.
They genuinely can't seem to miss a shot. This run they're on, it's just incredible.
Every time when the shot goes up, I think, well, this has to be the last one. They do it again. They look unstoppable.
Now Leftos. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
You need a better look than that, Jay.
You're going to take the occasional bad shot. It does happen, but make sure you learn from it. Don't do it again. And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
They really need to make an adjustment here.
Agreed. Nothing is working for them offensively. Time for a change.
Help me out!
Outside for Tombo. Vlad Dermanenko on the wing. And it's Drew Robinson with the 3.
A reliable score. He is such an asset for his team.
So it's the West now. And it's stolen away by Dermanenko. Here's the 3. Vlad Dermanenko misses again.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's the West All-Stars. And that one's good. It's Schrader.
2 points.
They've been playing a very sound offensive game in the first half of action.
Yeah, the numbers back it up. They've been much better shooting tonight.
Here's Tombo.
I got your help!
Here's Floyd. Aslanoglu on the screen. Puts it up from 17. Harris comes down with the board. The West with the ball. With some mark. That one drops for 2.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
Vlad Dermanenko on the wing. Back to Tombo. Pass to Leftos. Out to the right wing. A clear look for Grant Tombo. The UIBL, no good that time either. Throws it down as the whistle blows. A chance for a three-point play. That one on Leftos Lanaglu.
And it's a thing of beauty when he moves the ball this well inside.
Here's the EYBL All-Stars with the ball.
Come on, shoot!
Now here's Johnson. Defense right on him. Pass to Cologne.
Who's watching here?
Lack. He's guarded by Moore with 4 to shoot. Now Cologne. Beyond the arc. Great defensive effort by Devontae Mills. Here's MP. McCall covering. Fast break. Here they come. And rejected by Stone.
Well, when you challenge Stone like this, it'll make you think twice next time.
MP.
Excellent block.
Playing with his head up, locates his teammate, gets him the
For
rock.
the West All-Stars, MP for 1.
Go ahead. Never lie.
Outside, it's Johnson. Here's the pick. Cologne, left side. Can they get it? And it's good at the buzzer. A dominating first half of play so far. It hasn't been close. The West All-Stars out in front, delivering the blowout. And we'll return right after this break. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Playing with a little bit of aggression. Kind of like that from Cologne.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Mills. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Cologne. Now Johnson. McCall. The rebound brought home by Carrington. On the wing, it's MP. Carrington, the screen. From deep, it's MP. And another three for the WCBL.
And you can't afford to go under those screens.
Yep, he will make you pay. That's a lock and trail situation all the way.
Now here's Cologne. Pass to Lack. Now Johnson. And so it looks like EYBL All-Stars will retain possession here.
All-Stars ball.
McCall outside. Soft touch off the glass and in.
Driving in with the ball, scooch, and exiting with 2 more points. McCall is great at dishing, so some teams will sag off, but he's got so many ways to make you pay when you guess wrong.
The drive by MP. And that one, good.
MP.
And now we're seeing them find their groove on offense in this half.
They've been the much more efficient team, chugging along nicely right now.
Pass to Cologne. Out of bounds, it'll be WCBL ball.
West All-Stars
Unfortunately, we see this all the time. Miscommunications leading to turnovers.
Here's Mills. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From deep, it's MP. And that falls. Nice feed that time from Moore.
And the story of the second half has been their shooting from long range.
Found their rhythm coming out of the break, and they're hunting those perimeter shots.
Now here's Perchumpsey. Pass to Cologne. Now here's Lack. To the inside. McCall. Yep, that one goes.
And McCall, he's so poised and close. You can't allow him to get comfortable like this.
And here's MP on the outside. Gets it to go from long range.
What an advantage that he brings to this offense. Being able to drain that 3 ball, it really can extend a defense.
Outside, Lack. And a miss there on the triple. So it's the West now. Here's MP. McCall covering. And the shot goes down.
As we see more of Carrington, expect his playmaking to get better with experience.
And here's the EYBL. For Chumsey, outside. And there, the EYBL All-Stars with another bucket.
He has the height to peek over any defense.
And Drake, that's what makes it a good play. Look to find the right matchup in the right situation.
He's seen the court like a pro today.
And his teammates know it. If they stay active and find the open spot on the floor, he will find them.
From past the arc, nails the three-pointer.
That is his shot, guys. You can't give it to him. You've got to get up on him.
And you look at the production of these two stars between MP and McCall, it's been all MP so far.
For all the hype we've heard about McCall's offensive ability, it's been MP putting on the show. He's come out of nowhere, and he's outshined one of the top recruits in his class.
Let there be no doubt. He's got some serious hops and aerial skills.
I want to see what dunks he comes up with when he's got a few more years under his belt.
Oh, I bet they'll be impressive. That's for sure.
The UIBL, no good that time either. By himself! And the dunk by MP.
A superb pass to allow them to get behind defenders and to the hoop all alone.
They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
Cologne on the outside. Lack. They get it back. That one drops for him.
The thing about McCall, he's so active. You have to account for him every moment he's on the floor.
And here's MP on the outside. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
The defensive effort wasn't there, and as a result, he buries it.
Get through!
Pass to Lack. Puts up a three. Stone grabs the board.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
2 points.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Here's the EYBL All-Stars with the ball. Outside, McCall. Cologne with it, with Carrington on him. McCall uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's been a real bright spot in what otherwise has been really dim, a struggle for this team.
Here's MP. With the shot, and the WCBL again with the bucket.
That's what it's all about in this game, making a play for your teammate.
And here's the EYBL. For Chumsey, outside. Back to McCall. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
Lead pass that keeps their offensive momentum flowing.
Here's MP for three. Gets the three ball to go.
It's so much fun watching a shooter have a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light is so bright.
Cologne on the outside. McCall. And it's slammed in by McCall.
This is what makes McCall such an enticing prospect. His ability to effortlessly take over games with his scoring is so impressive.
Kicks it to Johnson. Lack. And here's Cologne. Over to the left wing. Johnson for three. Rebounded by Stone. Stolen by Lack. Left side, it's Johnson. Now Lack.
Watch him!
And here's McCall. Moore covering. 6 to shoot. McCall, no good. And here's the West All-Stars. Mills has it. Picked up by Johnson. And it's good for 2.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
Now here's McCall. He's guarded closely. It's Cologne on the wing.
Hey, watch that!
Over Carrington. Misses off the right iron. The West with the ball. And here's MP on the outside. Knocks it down from distance.
They were looking for him on that possession. Beyond the arc, finds some space.
Outside, Lack. Pass to Cologne. Lets the three fly. Rebound goes to the WCBL. Here's MP, defended by McCall. Good work there as it goes. Here's McCall. MP with the steal. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
He makes quick work of that opportunity. The defense needs to plug those holes.
Cologne on the outside. Johnson. Pass to Cologne. To halt the run. MP grabs the miss.
These have been some terrible shot choices, guys. That was not a good look at all.
Basket's good. That coming off an assist from Stone.
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
Cologne left side. The three-pointer is off the mark. Fires from the wing. And again, the West All-Stars score.
Terrific find. Everyone loves playing with someone who can move the ball like that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock here. Joey Johnson for three. Offensive board. And McCall gets it to fall.
Not nearly enough energy on the boards there to prevent the putback.
At the defensive end, they've got to be way more aggressive than that on the glass. It's like Mills has a sixth sense when he's got a teammate open, like when I see snacks on the pregame table.
Now here's Johnson.
Hey, who got him? Ball.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What an upset we just witnessed. Against a very talented group, MP was more than up for the challenge. I can't wait to see what the future holds in store for him. You have to think that...
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys. The WCBL All-Star stun, the EYBL Select in a massive upset. Talk about how'd you do it. How are you feeling now that it's over?
I'm just so proud of our guys. Everyone, you know, for most of us, this is our first time playing together. First time.
Okay. But the matchup everyone was talking about heading into tonight was you versus Tyson Ice McCall.
Turning into really exciting.
Whew. Hey, what's good, Tyson?
Okay. I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so
Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you live from France. And this is the very first episode of Out of Bounds, the web series that takes you behind the scenes of my basketball journey and helping me film these.
And go! Let's move! Let's move! I got him! Right here, right here! Way to grab! Get that! Julio, watch him! Oh, way to go, MP! Sit on it! Get it going! Conditioning is not optional, people. Let's go! Let's go! Move it!
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh.
A city with tremendous history and a love for basketball. We are live in Paris. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficeni. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster. Not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. So we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer. And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one. The big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Basket good.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
Now here's Portier. Here's Blackman. And Paris tacks on 2 more. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has the claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm really interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Buries it from three-point range.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
Pass to Lambert. And Peltier on the wing. Dumont with the steal. To the paint. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Now here's Blackman. He has 7. Up and in for basket number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Pass to Marks. Back to Marchand. Peltier outside. Good, and Marchand gets the assist. It's all knotted up.
And Peltier is dangerous when he's shooting with confidence. Nice work rising and firing off the catch.
And Lambert with the slam.
Rising and punching it. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel. You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Now here's Blackman. He's got 9. Takes it out to Portier. Pass to Illich. Blackman. Just 5 on the clock. Will it go? Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like Paris will retain possession here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's slammed in by Blackman.
So easy into the air, the hang time, MP, making it look effortless.
Pass to Peltier. Beaumarchais. Here's Bleu. Just 5 to shoot. A rebound by Zadirko.
Well, something that's interesting, you kind of think about it, the fitness level of these players, the professional level, it's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Now here's Peltier. 9 points in the game. Pass to Lambert. Here's Bleu. Over Dumont. Bleu misses. Left side Dumont. And that puts them in the lead.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one over the big fella.
Well, it was never
Both teams making some changes here. Timeout called Paris. Pass to Portier. Dives for it. And the ball out of play. Nanterre will have it. And for the young players like NP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Ahern outside. Pass to Zadirko. Blackman guarded by Lambert. And here's Ahern. And stolen by Lambert. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Now that's a quick bucket. He was very solid in transition.
Well, he does love the chance to get out and run.
Here's Blackman. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them now.
And MP is just taking charge right now. Every time he gets the ball, he's looking to score.
Lambert's shot is good. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Outside Blackman.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Well, yeah, you talk to MP, and he'll tell you it's been a great experience coming to Europe, playing at this level. He's worked really hard to continue to improve his skills while facing top competition. It's been a win-win.
Now here's Lambert. He's got 10. Pass to Blackman. Stolen by Marchand. There's Girard. Good, and Marchand gets the assist.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to see?
I don't know, but I'm willing to bet it's more than a few.
It could be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on it.
Here's Chauvet. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll be Paris ball.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of the changes.
Paris with the lead. Blackman from long range. And Paris another triple.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Releases. Dumont with the steal. Pass to Ahern. And Paris another triple. They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Lambert. Elchier outside. Count the basket.
They thought they had Lambert stopped. No way. The Nanterre Elite Star says they're C.
Blackman with the bucket.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And so that's the end of the first half. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 8. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. One thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Ahern outside. Pass to Dumont. Blackman. Inside. Here's Ahern. Rebound by Nanterre.
To the inside.
Lambert.
We're seeing a big night from Lambert. With every bucket, that draft stock goes up. The combination of size and shooting is tantalizing.
Nanterre trailing here.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Blackman from long range.
And another miss by Paris. And Nanterre Elite with possession.
They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Pass to Marchand. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet.
It's always nice to have a power forward who can shoot the three. Marchand showing off his range.
Blackman from long range. Good on the three-point shot.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Marchand. Outside Chauvet. And that one's good. Marks.
Good to see Marks being active inside. He's so skilled at converting when he gets those chances.
Blackman from long range.
Paris, another triple.
He's just feeling it. He's terrific at shooting it from the field.
Lambert, defended by Blackman.
To the left side wing.
Three-pointer Chauvet. It's rebounded by Dumont.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss. Terrific work to get in the shooter's face and then go straight to the boards for the rebound.
Pass to Marchand. Over Ahern. There's another one for Nanterre Elite.
A show of strength from Marchand. Fighting through the contact with no problem at all.
Count it. Good.
Good key for them, the way he's distributed the ball.
No doubt, Tim. And when the offense runs through him, it's just such a smooth operation.
And it's so much fun to watch.
Now here's Lambert. Right side Marks. Ahern with the rebound. And so far we've seen him be getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
A lot of here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Now here's Peltier.
9 points in the game.
Outside Chauvet.
The three goes back up.
And it's Lambert getting it to go. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
We've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop. He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Screened by Elich.
Blackman from long range.
And Nanterre has possession. It's a one-point game. Outside Chauvet. Pass to Marks.
5 to shoot. To the middle.
Lambert. And Lambert with the slam.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal position.
At the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry.
Paris. And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are making a change here.
Fourth quarter of basketball, we're about 1 minute into it.
Now Marks.
Baseline jumper.
Pass to Girard.
The offensive rebound.
The shot by Lambert, no good. Paris trailing.
Blackman from long range.
It's rebounded by Marks.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Here's Lambert. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, well, we all know that Lambert can shoot it, but that length gives him a major advantage around the rim as well.
That one goes. Count it.
This game is shaping up to be a special one.
Yeah, it does have that feel of a classic. Now, let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure, because it's not easy.
Lambert, defended by Blackman. Pass to Beaumarchais.
Shot clock at 5.
Marks. Here's Lambert.
Off target with the fadeaway. Down low.
Zaguirre with the jam. Big Dave Zaguirre, bringing the noise.
Time called here, Nanterre lead.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Pass to Lambert. Marchand. Peltier outside. Now Marks. Chauvet. Nanterre lead again, can't hit. Now here's Blackman. Guarded by Lambert.
And they take the lead.
No doubt, that was huge. MP stepping up.
Nanterre trailing. Peltier outside. Pass to Marks. Harris grabs the miss.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Count that bucket.
Nice work by MP, supporting the play, making himself a good option to finish the fast break.
A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth.
Here's Marchand. Kick out to Chauvet.
And again, unable to change momentum here.
Blackman, over by Marchand.
Huge spot here for MP.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Time called here, Nanterre lead.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
Pass to Lambert. Shoots over Blackman. Nanterre lead again, can't hit.
He's still feeling it.
That's good, and it's Dumont with the assist.
They've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch and into the final quarter.
Yeah, they're looking very determined to close this one out as soon as they can.
If there's a time to increase the lead, it's the fourth.
Chauvet.
And it falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That's an important basket by Chauvet. It's exactly why he's got the belief and the trust of his ball club.
Pass to Portier. Back to Blackman.
And they go to the intentional foul. And that's an intentional foul.
Here's Portier.
That misses off the backboard.
It's Nanterre coming up the floor. Lambert, defended by Blackman. Outside Marks.
Chauvet. Off target from three-point range.
Maybe he thinks he can shoot his way out of this cold spell, but me personally, I don't think that's the case. Somebody tell him it's time to give up the three. But when it comes to leadership, both on and off the floor, Ilic is very respected. He's been playing this game at a very high level for a very long time.
And he is unable to get the second one. Pass to Chauvet. Chauvet missing again. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here, Nanterre Elite. Your thoughts, guys?
This one is out of reach, and I really don't know what they're thinking with the timeout here.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game.
And in the meantime, ruining our plans for after the game.
Do it. Paris FC coming away with the win.
Andy, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing against professionals now. They're physical, and they know how to use that strength. They're smart as well. They just process the game much quicker. But that's what I wanted. I'm here to become the best player I can be, and to do that...
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to okay Benoit.
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning.
Something in your ear, okay?
You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No. You have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. We've got FBSL action coming your way. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefiteni. We welcome you to our coverage of Paris FC for Strasbourg here on 2K Sports.
And the name that everyone is here to watch is Vincent Leduc. This guy is one of the top prospects in all of France. We are so excited to see what he can do out on this floor.
Yeah, and Leduc might be one of the best that France has to offer. But Paris has an American prospect with MP.
Yeah, Paris, they're so excited about the development of MP. They think he is every bit as talented as Leduc, and tonight they have a chance to prove it. Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished with his career. Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Now here's Roquefort. No good on the triple. And as you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Oh, you look at the potential they do, it's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
Clean three-point shot from Leduc. Focused and under control.
Screen by Illich.
Blackman from long range. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 attempts.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to cut it.
Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And that one good.
Credit the keen eye of Vincent Leduc. French basketball is all about the team, and he certainly fits that mold.
Now here's Portier. Blackman, Vasseur defending. Blackman inside. Vasseur's there. Illich with the bucket.
You know the backstory with MP. I think we've used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Confident stroke from Miller. Strasburg, they want him in those catch-and-shoot chances.
Screen by Illich.
To the paint.
Takes it out to Portier. Jamal.
Blackman from long range.
Lemieux grabs the miss. Pass to Miller. That's good, and Lemieux with the assist.
Taking it right to the heart of that defense. Miller with a high percentage look.
Out to Ahern. And here's Dumal. Blackman.
For three. Gets it to go from downtown.
And you look at the Strasburg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EVA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Roquefort is someone you have to box out. He really earned that offensive rebound.
Paris trailing. Left side, Blackman. Another three for Paris.
A three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer is a nice friend to have.
Now here's Vasseur. Miller up top.
6 to shoot.
Here's Lemieux.
And he fakes in the layup.
Lemieux doesn't take a soft approach. If he has to deal with contact, it doesn't really bother him.
Outside Blackman. Here's Ahern.
And he hits the buzzer beater.
Pretty shot with about a second to spare.
Yeah, and as the defending team, you can't stand giving up a shot like that to close out the quarter.
And so that's a lot of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Paris FC basket ahead. And Paris going with a different look here. Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Outside Vasseur. Pass to Leduc. It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
Well, he's a serious playmaker. I mean, it's pretty easy to see why Leduc has so much success.
Here's Blackman. It's rebounded by Strasburg. Leduc for 3. The rebound by Zadirko.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
Pass to Leduc. Leon. Here's Roquefort. Defended by Blackman. Here's Leon. Just 5 to shoot. Leduc for 3. Leduc with another miss. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus. Putting that size to work in the painted area. Roquefort just going for it.
Blackman misses. Leon. Nice D from Portier. Outside Blackman. To the inside. Stolen by Lemieux. Strasburg basket pro moving up. It's good.
Pure speed from Leduc on the fast break, and that's all he needs to find his bucket.
It's Paris leading. Outside Blackman. And there's the foul. It'll go on Vasseur. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Out to the wing. And there's the pick. Blackman from long range bangs home the trifecta.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That sends Leduc to the free throw line. It's going to go on Illich.
Yeah, you can't say enough about what Vincent Leduc does on the floor. He's got an innate ability to find ways to score and also get his teammates good looks.
Here's Blackman. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist. And the first half now in the books. Paris FC basket ahead. Up 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
The three. Lemieux grabs the miss. Strasburg on offense. It's a 10-point game. Outside Vasseur. Pass to Leduc. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Paris. Blackman inside. He's guarded by Roquefort. Jacks up a three. Blackman, and that's good.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Nailed from three-point land.
And with Coach Lane Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Outside Leduc. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle. It is slammed in by Blackman.
So easy into the air, the hang time MP, making it look effortless.
Outside Leduc. Lemuel. Pass to Miller. Outside Desure. Shot clock at 5. Good on the triple.
Draining it from the corner. I like how confident Leduc is pulling up from beyond the arc.
Ahern outside. Down low. Here's Blackman. That's good, and it's Dumont with the assist.
But with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Lets the three fly. Strasburg with the rebound. Leduc with it. Now guarded by Portier. Back to Leduc. Lemuel buries it from three-point range.
Total control on the long-range shot. Lemuel had it dialed in just how he likes it.
Outside for Elich. Outside Blackman. Pass to Elich. Oh, and Elich with the jam. The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
Shots good by Roquefort.
That's a great play on the glass, and for him, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Shooting with no hesitation. You just have to admire MP's confidence in firing off the catch.
Outside Ledoux. Offensive rebound. Inside. And Roquefort throwing it down.
He's such a great jumper.
A high riser, no doubt about it.
Not many guys like that in the world.
No, definitely not. And we've come to expect plays like that from him. And still, they never get old.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Ledoux. 19 points in the game. Shots good by Roquefort.
He's done a ton to help this team, but he needs to do even more if they're going to have a chance to come back.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Paris FC. Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC and Paris making a change here. Strasburg calls timeout. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Blackman from long range. And he's good on the 3 ball.
He could be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Down low. Here's Lambert. Excellent D there from Blackman. Takes the 3. Strasburg with the rebound. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock in it. And the basket by Leduc.
A huge scoring night for Leduc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
Let's go. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys, and he is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, just keep feeding him the rock.
Such a wide open look.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness Leduc showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
And here's Dumal. Blackman, Vasseur defending. Screen by Illich.
Blackman from long range.
And another miss by Paris. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And it's going to be on Blackman.
Well, a little undersized at the center spot, but Vasseur is very mobile.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Blackman. Connects on the foul line jumper.
All right, little old school stuff from MP, going with the midi.
Right side, Leduc. Shot clock at 6. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Paris. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Blackman inside. Vasseur's there. Blackman with the bucket.
Down low, MP looking confident, ready to cash in.
Up top, Leduc. Covered by Portier. Again, the miss by Strasburg basket pro. Pass to Illich. Out to Ahern. Portier. Screen by Illich.
Blackman from long range. Man, these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assist.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
And the basket by Leduc.
Strasburg leans on Leduc for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
To the middle. Illich the block. And it's slammed in by Blackman.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
Here's Vasseur. And they grab their own miss. Roquefort shot is off.
Here's Blackman. And it's slammed in by Blackman.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Outside Leduc. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Excellent job executing in close. Leduc very crafty around the rim.
Both good at the line.
And here's Paris. 13-point lead. Blackman with the bucket.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC.
Vincent Leduc is considered one of France.
That if you don't know about me, you're going to find.
On top of outplaying Leduc, you helped lead Paris to victory.
Yeah, at some point I just felt that.
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight reel tonight.
Most of it.
How was the escort go?
Austin, bro, them things was bust.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle du...
L'Aigle means...
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC.
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a big...
And just moments ago, an aerial view above the Arc de Triomphe monument here in Paris. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's FBSL action between Paris FC and Marseille. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficeni. Guys, this should be a fun one.
It's old versus new here. It's an interesting one. Veteran Marseille on one side looking to steal a win against the youth movement, Paris FC.
And tonight, Paris needs this victory to qualify for the EBA tournament.
Well, certainly a lot on the line for MP and the rest of the Paris squad. But I know that Louis Dupont and Marseille would love the chance to play the spoiler here in front of a rowdy Parisian crowd.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's Bourgeois. Pass to Brisebois. Now here's Dupont. Brisebois with the ball.
And he's going up for the hoop here.
Portier outside. Left side, Blackman. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist. You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong. They've really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
Nice job by Bourgeois, getting to his spots and getting exactly what he wanted.
That kick out to Dumont. Ahern. Pass to Blackman.
A shot from 20 feet.
That's no good. He's now missed two and made two. Brisebois, covered by Portier.
Inside.
Here's Dupont. It's rebounded by Dumont. Here's Blackman.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
Pass to Dupont. Back to Bourgeois.
To the middle.
Shot's good by Dupont.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call Dupont L'Aigle. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim to the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. So we'll see Dumont go to the line here. It's going to go on Barrow.
Well, there's no doubt who's in control when Pierre Dumont is on the floor for Paris FC. There's a reason he's the captain.
To the paint.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Don't take your eyes off him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
Outside Blackman. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. And he's good on the three ball.
Without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them, and the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
Marseille trailing.
To the inside. Parker's shot is good.
Well, this is where Parker excels. When he's inside near the basket, he can be a force.
Another
Missed by Blackman. Dupont on the wing. Started by Dumont. Pass to Parker. Back to Barrow. It's stolen by Ahern. Right side, Blackman. Yes, and a nice assist from Elich.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bourgeois. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Dupont. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Paris FC basket ahead. Up 7. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Welcome back to Paris for the second quarter. Here's Riard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so we'll shoot 2 here. Both teams changing it up here. Now called Paris. And Marseille with possession here. Trailing by 10. Teardrop shot. Elich the block. Out of bounds, Marseille ball as they keep possession. Bourgeois with it. He's against Blackman. Bucket is good.
Listen, guys, I'm old school, so I love seeing a guy like Bourgeois hit a mid-range J.
Outside Blackman. Lets the 3 fly. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of those 12. When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of this season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC. And Brisebois, very clever in how he picks up these calls. Defense has to be more careful trying to guard it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Marseille making a change here. And he hits both from the stripe. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Blackman from long range. Marseille basketball pulls it in. Pass to Brisebois. Parker. That one falls coming off Brisebois' feed.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Harris with the lead. Blackman misses. Now Barrow. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Spacing out the floor, Marseille is a better team when Barrow is burying triples.
Blackman, and that's good.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some. And that's a confidence booster right there for Dupont. The defense cannot allow him to get these kinds of easy baskets.
Blackman with the bucket. Here's Marseille with the ball. 7-point differential. There's Barrow with the 3. And again, it's Marseille with a 3.
Fantastic pass. He made that very easy bucket with that setup.
And here's Paris. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Blackman with the bucket.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Pass to Barrow. Over Ahern. And again, it's Marseille converting. Here's Blackman. And it's slammed in by Blackman.
So easy into the air, the hang time MP, making it look effortless.
From deep three-point range, so we conclude the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 6. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille Basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be. But basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Here's Bourgeois.
8 points for him.
Stolen by Portier.
Blackman from long range.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Here's Bourgeois. Misses the fadeaway jumper.
He turned a high percentage shot into a low one while using the fadeaway.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first.
What this team loves about MP, he's got those humble roots, has worked for everything he's got in his career, giving his all here in Europe.
Pass to Brisebois. Now DuPaul.
Up top, Parker. Shot clock at 6.
And they grab their own miss.
From deep. No luck on that one. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Brisebois outside.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops.
At the line for Marseille, Brisebois, 2 shots.
And so he makes them both from the line. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Blackman from long range.
It's hauled in by Bourgeois. Brisebois right side. Nice D from Portier.
Here's Blackman.
And the rebound goes to Marseille Basketball.
Bourgeois. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. And it's going to be on Blackman.
Gritty mindset from Bourgeois in traffic. Marseille wants him at the line.
Both teams will make substitutions. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Paris FC Basket with another miss. Here's Marseille with the ball.
Trailing by 10.
Barrow outside. Brisebois covered by Portier.
Three-pointer.
And again, it's Marseille Basketball missing.
Outside Blackman. The 17-footer. That one goes in.
Love how confident MP is rising up in there, knowing the damage he can do with the J.
Left outside Bourgeois. Parker's shot is good.
He is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not for lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition. Well, just about 250 pounds, Yurko could be a wrecking ball in close.
Great job to hit his teammate on the move.
Outside Blackman. The three. Good on the triple.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent from deep.
Now here's Brisebois.
Up top, Parker.
Arrow.
From down in the low post, it goes.
When the size advantage is as big as it was there, that's exactly what he should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle. And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You'll love to see that.
Brisebois, long range.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Brisebois looking to match his opponent's work on the arc. Firing back with a three of his own.
Drops in the tray.
His performance from long range has been something to behold.
That's been his shot today, no doubt about it.
Keep feeding him.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it.
Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action.
Both teams making substitutions here.
And Paris FC basket, call time.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. And he makes that one.
Well, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Here's Riard. Parker a screen.
Shot to stop the run. That one is good. He has only missed one of his 6 shots from the floor.
Working hard for that bucket inside. Parker welcomes the contact on the way up.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single guy on their squad with the absolute magic touch.
Pass to Riard.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. He lifts the block.
That's rim protection at its finest. Elic refusing to give up the easy basket.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, just keep feeding him the rock.
Down low. Parker misses. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And the best part, it gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. To the paint.
Blackburn.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Blackman from long range knocks down the 3-ball.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Dupont on the wing.
And they pick up 2.
He's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become. Whoa, that was some serious range from MP.
And so it's Marseille with it. Pass to Dupont. Blackburn.
Six to shoot. Up top, Parker. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well, the name Parker is obviously well known in France. Theo's got a bigger frame than Tony, but sometimes you squint and you see the jumper from afar.
Blackman from long range. Another three for Paris.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Here's Marat. And down it goes, jamming it home.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
The left wing, Blackman from long range. Nailed from three-point land.
Since halftime, he's been money from beyond the arc. And he's that hot, the green light doesn't get any greener.
Now here's Parker. D right on him. And off target on the 15-footer. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Drills the three-pointer.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot.
From the arc. And Paris, another triple.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
The final horn. Sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EVA tournament, and what a...
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EVA Championships?
It feels incredible! Oh man, this is my first season as a professional. So to make it to the continent's biggest tournament is a...
Seems like just...
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament. The most experienced. Strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Well, tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP?
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
I'm feeling very, very confident all of a sudden. Usually when your opponent tries to intimidate you, it's because they know you're better than them. So yeah, I'd say I'm feeling pretty great right now.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul Basketball?
I've watched the game tape on them. I know they've got some quality players, but I've played against some of the best players across the world in multiple countries.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA Championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Zuniga, along with Tim Sports and Brian Beneficeni. It's winner take all here, and the Kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait, and we likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
Now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Aya, left side. Here's Ganesh. Oh, Ganesh! What a finish!
Nice sequence from Ganesh. He is opportunistic.
Blackman with the bucket. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EBA Championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Ball for three. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game. Pass to Dumont. Takes it out to Blackman. Screen by Illich. Blackman misses. There's Bouvon. Harris grabs the miss. Blackman with it. And Ganesh picks him up defensively. He gets it in there.
High effort offense from MP. You can tell he wants to make his mark on every game.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side, arguably the best guard in Europe, and he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Here's Blackman. Oh, Ganesh, get that out. And that's out of bounds. Paris will retain possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Portier. Shot clock at 6. Here's Blackman. Another miss by Blackman. Istanbul leading. Here's Guval. Lets the three fly. And it's Portier with the rebound. What a journey it's been for MP with this team. And over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about MP. He doesn't get too ahead of himself, allowed himself to be taught, be coachable, and now he's a force. So clever and confident inside. Yilmaz just has a knack for carving out some real estate for himself.
Good on the bucket.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
Now here's Guval. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. For three. Harris grabs the miss. Here's
Blackman, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What focus and strength from MP. Even with the contact, he gets it done.
And he'll be shooting his first free throws.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Up top, Toprak. They get it back. Idemish. Feeds over Illich. Pass to Arslan.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
He shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for a tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Now Blackman. The tray. Another 3 for Paris.
A few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away.
It wouldn't surprise me with as good as they're looking at the moment.
Absolutely right, Brian. They're looking really strong.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 7. And back with the start of...
Welcome back to the Eternal City, Rome. Second quarter. Istanbul making a change here. Timeout called Paris. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
And there's the pick.
Back to Toprak.
The three-pointer is on target.
Great feed there by Yilmaz. His teammates know they can count on him to run the offense.
It's Paris leading.
Goes up with the stripe. Blackman with the bucket.
Major size difference between the defender and shooter right there.
And without a hand in his face, he's going to hit the target.
It's just too easy.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Kaya with the bucket.
How about the high release from Kaya, making it look as easy as a warm-up shot?
Blackman with the bucket.
Oh, maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
Kaya the screen.
Korkmaz. The rebound by Zadirko. Blackman with it. He's got 22. From outside the arc.
The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
I love this about MP. He can stretch you out and really extend that defense.
Down low. Tipped. Here's Kaya. Good on the shot.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Here's Blackman. And it's slammed in by Blackman.
Once MP gets rolling, the defense looks helpless. So he takes it all the way up and throws it down.
Pass to Toprak.
Launches it. And Blackman pulls it down.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck against MP. It's just not working for him.
From 11 feet away, the shot off that time.
He should thank him for that miss.
Here's Korkmaz.
Covered by Portier.
Oh, Kaya with the stuff.
I like when Kaya plays big inside and looks to dunk it, firing up his Istanbul teammates.
And it's slammed in by Blackman.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Well, they're just going for the throat now.
I feel bad for that rim.
Yeah, I can see why you feel bad for the rim there, Tim. But now's the time to do this, right? Keep attacking that rim.
Count that one.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA championship game gets underway. One of the things you always love about the EBA championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
But when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
Fires the three. Harris grabs the miss. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
Three-pointer. And no good that time either for Istanbul. Pulls it from the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
And a miss there on the triple. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Deep Toprak gets a three-pointer to fall.
Well, it's a good thing he showed up today because without him, they'd be in much deeper trouble.
Here's Blackman, and it falls all over the rim and in.
All right, a little old school stuff from MP going with the midi.
Ganesh sets the screen. Deep Toprak goes back up, and the layup is good.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
Move on with it. Now guarded by Portier. Deep Toprak. Again, Toprak missing. And here's Paris. Pass to Blackman. Up and in on the layup.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like he's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
And here's Gouval. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. They get it again. Kaya with a bucket.
Well, credit Kaya with some major energy. When big men like him work hard on the glass, they sometimes get reward for it.
Pass to Ahern. Blackman. Screen by Elich. Blackman with the bucket.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tip for the layup.
And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Well, Gouval might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
The three, 6 to shoot, sinks the three-pointer. And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
I kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then, and a huge part of Istanbul's success. And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Gouval with it. Gouval picks him up. Blackman misses. So it's Istanbul now. 11-point game. To the inside. Oh, a nice shot by Ganesh.
Who's stopping Ganesh in there? Seriously. These are the types of buckets that Istanbul has to rack up.
And it's Paris with the ball.
6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's slammed in by Blackman.
He can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Fans are disappointed. You see him?
Well, I think he did plenty of damage. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard, just the same, if you ask me.
Oh, Ganesh, get that out. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 9. And
welcome back. Only 1 quarter left.
Both teams changing it up here. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about 1 minute into it.
Here's Idemish. Defended by Blackman. From deep Toprak.
No good.
It's Paris leading.
To the paint.
Out of bounds. It'll be Istanbul ball.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
Pass to Kaya.
Out to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. 16 feet out.
And no good that time either for Istanbul. It's Ilic on the drive.
Blackman from long range.
Korkmaz with the rebound.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
Pass to Ganesh. Toprak. Kaya.
It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9 today.
Yeah, Kaya, little trouble connecting offensively. The defense has to try to hassle him more. He has been huge tonight.
And it's Paris with the ball.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it's slammed in by Blackman.
His ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
And it's Kaya missing.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. Well, this is what happens when you have a bag full of tools. MP putting the defender in really a difficult position.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Now here's Gouvan, covered by Portier. And Gouvan gets it to go.
We know Gouvan is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Gouvan to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball club. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
Here's Gouvan.
Ilic the block.
That's rim protection at its finest. Ilic refusing to give up the easy basket.
It's been all about tempo and pace with them, and it's led them to a big advantage in fast break points.
It's a big reason they're in front, Tim. All that early offense, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And this is a team that loves to go up and down the floor, Brian, and we love to watch it.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Istanbul trailing. Right side Gouvan. Pass to Toprak.
Beyond the arc.
Here's Kaya.
Oh, Kaya with the stuff.
Gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He's one of the most determined rebounders we've got in the league.
Get out of his way.
Yeah, please, get out of his way and let him do his work. And, you know, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works. And that's why the coaches and his teammates admire him.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make a comeback.
Move on with the steal.
The clock's their worst enemy now.
Yeah, they need to work very quickly.
And now they trail by just 4.
And when you try to compare Goujon to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Goujon gives the team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Here's Blackman.
From the arc. No luck on that one.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. He just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Nice job by Kaya in a crucial spot. This is how you come up big.
And that's an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that will put them up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt here.
Goujon with it. Now guarded by Portier.
He always delivers in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Right side, Illich.
Here's Blackman. From deep. Oh, it's off the mark, and we're going to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, folks. This has been an EVA championship game for the ages, and it's time for overtime. Pass to Goujon. Now here's Toprak. They get the rebound, and here's Kaya.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He didn't luck into that one. He just knew where to be when the shot went up.
Here's Portier. Blackman. Ganesh defending.
To the middle. Outside Blackman. Just 5 to shoot.
Over Ganesh.
Blackman misses.
Istanbul with the lead. Outside Goujon. Ganesh with it. Now guarded by Portier.
Oh, Kaya with the stop.
Well, you've got to give them so much credit for battling back into this game.
It really was an impressive rally, and we'll see how much the comeback might have taken out of them. See if they can keep that foot on the pedal, because it's tough to keep that out.
Yeah, Brian, it is so hard to exert that much energy and now try to keep the lead.
Pass to Ganesh. Toprak. Here's Kaya.
Faked in off the glass.
Kaya playing big in close, playing huge in this EVA final.
Outside Toprak.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Don't take your eyes off him, because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
Blackman with the bucket.
Fantastic pass. He made that very easy bucket with that setup.
Right side Goujon.
From deep.
From deep, Toprak.
Drains the three-pointer.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
And it seems like just about all his points are coming from downtown.
Blackman from long range. The shot misses.
And Istanbul basketball with possession here. Pass to Ganesh.
Yep, that one goes.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a serve.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
Outside Toprak. Outside Goujon.
From outside. side, off the mark.
I think that deficit's too much to overcome.
You nailed it, Tim. There just isn't enough ticks on the clock.
To get the bus going, get the plane going, whatever.
Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backups. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, they've been a different team in overtime. They just seem to lose their energy.
The three, it's good.
So Paris will get the first possession.
And what a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EVA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Blackman from long range sinks the triple.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Ganesh sets a screen.
Here's Toprak. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in.
That's a great play on the glass, and for him, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Cans it from downtown.
And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
Now here's Blackman. 6 points for him. Puts up a three.
And it's Ganesh with the rebound.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. And everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Now here's Guvan.
He's guarded closely. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
It's going to go on Elic.
Guvan can do so many things to throw you off your game defensively. He just might be the best player in Europe.
Left side, Blackman. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. Another miss by Blackman. And the layup falls.
And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
Kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then, and a huge part of Istanbul's success.
Got that one up quick.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way. He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 for 8.
Here's Guvan.
Three-pointer.
It's hauled in by Paris.
I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The D may have done just enough there.
Back to Blackman. Releases.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side. Arguably the best guard in Europe, but he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints in this game.
Now here's Elic.
He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Blackman.
Again, it's Paris.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Again, the miss by Istanbul basketball. Paris with the lead. Pass to Ahern.
Kicks it out to Blackman. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and it'll go to the line.
And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EBA championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today. Think about the journey for MP to get here. In high school, wasn't really scouted. Moved around the States. Now, he's playing serious basketball in Europe.
They should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid any attention to him.
Pulls up on the elbow. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
All right, little old school stuff from MP, going with the nitty.
From past the arc. No good on that shot. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 7. And we'll be back.
Welcome back to the Eternal City, Rome. Second. Istanbul making a change here. Istanbul trailing. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
A high post shot. That one doesn't drop.
Outside Toprak.
Korkmaz. Here's Kaya. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Outside Ilic.
Blackman the screen. Over Kaya. Blackman with the bucket.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
3-point lead.
Pass to Ilic. Blackman. He's guarded by Kaya.
Stalwart defense. If you're in his vicinity, Kaya will be quick to react.
From deep Toprak. Nailed from 3-point land. And this game is tied up now.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Here's Korkmaz. Covered by Portier.
Let's go with a 3.
And they grab their own miss.
That gives them the lead.
Well, credit Kaya with some major energy. When big men like him work hard on the glass, they sometimes get rewarded for it.
Paris FC basket with another miss.
Pass to Korkmaz.
Here's Idemish.
Deep Toprak. And Blackman pulls it down.
And it's Paris with the ball.
Trailing by 2. And it's slammed in by Blackman.
Nice work by MP, supporting the play, making himself a good option to finish the fast break.
Here's Idemish.
Sadirko defending.
Pass to Kaya.
The three-pointer off the mark. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Blackman with the bucket.
He's definitely been their floor leader at the offensive end.
Well, he has been today. He's done a great job of keeping that ball moving.
And he's just so strong with the handles, too. He's such a joy to watch.
Here's Toprak. Kaya. Good, and Toprak gets the assist.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one.
Istanbul basketball ahead.
Leading by just 1. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA championship game gets underway. One of the things you always love about the EBA championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
This one for 3.
Here's Ganesh. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
In a title game like this, you want to see plays like that from Ganesh showing some serious heart.
Harris trailing.
Left side, Blackman. Over Ganesh. Blackman with the bucket.
Toprak with it.
He's got 5.
And it's out of bounds. Istanbul able to retain possession here.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the defense couldn't collect it.
Ball. Ganesh sets the screen.
Off target from three-point range. Inside.
Ganesh with the steal. Outside Toprak.
Fires for 3.
Offensive rebound. Ganesh sets the screen.
Move on for 3.
And Illich pulls it down.
Blackman from long range. That one, no good.
Istanbul leading. Move on with it. Now guarded by Portier.
From deep, Toprak connects from three-point range.
Spreading out the floor. You want that in a swing man like Toprak.
Pass to Illich.
Blackman. The 3 is up.
Rebounded by Kaya. Now here's Gouval. Covered by Portier. Outside Gouval.
Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And when you try to compare Gouval to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Gouval gives a team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good at that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far.
Back to Gouval.
With the shot.
Harris grabs the miss.
Down low. Here's Blackman.
Kaya with some nice D.
Tries to break his ice. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray.
How about the high release from Kaya, making it look as easy as a warm-up shot?
Here's Paris.
7-point differential.
Stolen by Toprak.
That's great opportunistic defense, guys.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Minutes played here in the third quarter.
And Istanbul making a change here. Aksoy.
To tie it up. And Blackman pulls it down.
And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Gouval might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one.
Here's Matt. Pass to Blackman.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And Paris FC basket, all time. And here's Istanbul.
And just about over 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Pass to Aksoy. Toprak.
Just 5 on the clock.
Ganesh sets a screen. And Toprak for 3.
Well, a three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer's a nice friend to have.
Outside Blackman. Over Kaya. Paris FC basket with another miss. Pass to Idemish. Here's Axel. Now Kaya.
Fires from deep.
And Hewitt pulls it down.
Blackman from long range.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
No doubt, that was huge. MP, step it up.
Now a timeout called by Istanbul.
So both teams making some changes here. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Here's Bouval. Here's Ganesh. Elich with the strong defensive effort.
Blackman from long range.
Istanbul basketball with the rebound. Outside Bouval.
Here's the pick. Shoots the 3.
Deep Toprak. Take out to the ball. Back to Kaya. Yes, and it's Bouval picking up the assist.
Nice job by Kaya in a crucial spot. This is how you come up big.
That one, good for 2.
Nice touch neighborhood.
A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth.
Now here's Bouval.
Started closely.
Pass to Kaya.
And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
From that middle area, Kaya can conduct a lot of electricity. Taps one with a fluid jumper.
Back to Dumal. Blackman. Ganesh defending.
Goes up on the wing. Blackman with the bucket.
The bigger the moment, the brighter MP shines. That is a play to remember.
Outside for Toprak.
Takes the 3. And Blackman pulls it down. To take the lead. Count it!
What intensity from MP in the paint. Not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Now called Istanbul basketball. Back to Kaya. And it's out of bounds. Istanbul able to retain possession here.
Great defense. Elich has played so many great offensive players over the years, so he's ready for anything. And Ganesh rising to the occasion. The big man doesn't want to let this EVA championship get away.
And this could be a turning point.
Critical possession here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Screen by Elich. Pass to Portier.
5 on the clock.
They still have a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, that strategy would be bad to use if they needed to.
Now a timeout called by Istanbul.
No need to rush this. Still plenty of time for them to get off a good shot.
You nailed it, Tim. And I'd say that whatever their favorite play is, now's the time to run it.
Yeah, Brian. Just run the play your team's most comfortable with coming back.
Here's Bouval.
A huge hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Timeout called Paris.
It's come down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airborne.
Goes up off the inbound. Oh! That shot chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off.